everyone, welcome back to Nurses Lecture Room YouTube channel. My name is Miss Mary, popularly known as a nurse with the difference, and I make learning easy and accessible for students. Today we're going to be talking about pregnancy. What have you heard about pregnancy? What are the signs and symptoms of pregnancy? I know most of us must have been hearing probable signs and symptoms, presumptive signs and symptoms, positive signs and symptoms, and we find it difficult to differentiate the various signs and symptoms of pregnancy. By the end of this class, I am going to be giving you useful acronym to help you remember the various signs and symptoms of pregnancy. But before we go into details, you know what to do. Kindly click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification button so you don't miss out. Let's go there. Right, welcome back. Like I earlier said, today we're going to be talking about pregnancy. What is pregnancy? Pregnancy is a term used to describe the period in which the fetus develops inside a woman's womb. It's a term used to describe the period in which the fetus develops inside a woman's womb. Pregnancy occurs when a sperm fertilizes an egg after its release from the ovary during ovulation. Pregnancy occurs when a sperm moves to fertilize the egg that is being released in the ovary during ovulation. When this fertilized egg goes into the uterus and successfully implants itself, then we say pregnancy is successful. All I want you to know is that pregnancy is a term used to describe the period in which a fetus develops inside a woman's womb. And we all know that the pregnancy period is 9 months. That is why the song goes, in 9 months time, we will come visiting. Alright, pregnancy lasts for what? 9 months. Then that takes us to the signs and symptoms of pregnancy. Most of us like, oh, I don't know the difference between probable sign, positive sign, and presumptive sign. So today we're going to be analyzing these 3 signs of pregnancy. The first we are going to be talking about is the presumptive signs of pregnancy. I'll be sharing an acronym with us that will make us remember. And this acronym, I learned it from Registered Nurse RN by Nurseria. So I was able to learn the acronym and it has been very useful. And today I'm going to be sharing it with us. So the presumptive signs of pregnancy are those signs the woman feels. It's not what the healthcare practitioner feels. Oh. They are the signs the woman feels during the period. And it says, I feel I'm pregnant. Why? Because I have this, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this. So to remember the presumptive signs of pregnancy, remember the word presume. To remember the presumptive signs of pregnancy, you have to remember the word presume. P stands for period absence, popularly known as amenorrhea. As a science student, or as a medical student, or as a nurse, you know amenorrhea simply means period is absent. Then arrow, really tired. The individual is fatigued, easily stressed out. So really tired. Then the E is enlarged breast. During pregnancy, the breast becomes enlarged. The breast becomes bigger than normal. Then the other one we have is sore breasts. And another is urination. Definitely during pregnancy, there's what? Increased urination. There's frequency in micturition. Then the other one is movement perceived. The man will like, I feel it. Something moved on my stomach. Something moved in my stomach. And that is what we know as quicking. You know, so movement perceived. Then E is emesis, nausea and vomiting. So to remember the presumptive signs of pregnancy, remember the word presume. Period absence, really tired, that is fatigue, enlarged breast, sore breast, urination, movement perceived, emesis, and also nausea and vomiting. So in terms of these presumptive signs and symptoms, they might signify underlying condition, they might signify other condition outside pregnancy. That's why it's presumptive. It's not a definitive sign like, okay, this is it, this woman is pregnant. A person, for example now, a person having enlarged breast might signify something else. An individual having amenorrhea might signify pelvic inflammatory disease or something else entirely different from pregnancy. So that is why it is presumptive. It is not probable, neither is it positive. So then that takes us to the probable signs of pregnancy. In terms of the probable signs of pregnancy, it is what the doctor sees. It is not what the woman feels now. It is what the doctor sees. And the first one we have is what the doctor sees. It is what the healthcare practitioner sees. It is what the midwife sees. That is what the probable sign of pregnancy. And the one we have here, P. To remember the probable sign of pregnancy, remember the word probable. To remember the probable signs of pregnancy, remember the word probable. P is for positive pregnancy test. You do the test, even the one we do at home, you find out that the HCG, presence of HCG in the urine. So what that actually detects is human chorionic gonadotropin. So positive pregnancy test is a probable sign of pregnancy. Then arrow, returning of the fetus when pushed by the hands. That is known as ballotment. Returning of the fetus when pushed by the hands. Then the other is O, outline of the fetus palpated. Then the other is Braxton Hicks contraction. We all know that Braxton Hicks contraction is also known as forced contraction. It is less painful and it is less intense, unlike a normal contraction you feel during labor. So Braxton Hicks contraction is also another probable sign of pregnancy. Then another is a softening of the cervix. It is known as Godel's sign. Softening of the cervix. It is known as what? Godel's sign. Then we have bluish color of the vaginal and cervix. Bluish color of the vaginal and cervix. And that is known as Chadwick's sign. Then we have lower uterine segment soft. Lower uterine segment soft. It is known as Hager's sign. Then we have enlarged uterus. These are the probable sign of pregnancy. You can see the difference between the probable and the presumptive signs of pregnancy. In the presumptive signs of pregnancy, it is what the mother feels. But in the probable sign of pregnancy, it is what the healthcare practitioner, the midwife, or the gynecologist feels. Then that takes us to the positive signs of pregnancy. To remember the positive sign of pregnancy, you have to remember the word fetus. F, fetal movement felt. E, the use of electronic device. C, the delivery of the baby. Definitely when the baby comes out, you're like, oh, it's the real baby. So the delivery of the baby, the use of ultrasound, and C, visible movements. So these are the positive signs of pregnancy. Don't forget, we have 3 signs of pregnancy. We have the presumptive signs of pregnancy, we have the probable sign of pregnancy, and we'll have the positive sign of pregnancy. The positive sign of pregnancy confirm it like a full stamp. It's a baby. It's a fetus. That's what the positive sign of pregnancy does. So in terms of the presumptive sign of pregnancy, don't forget the word presume. In terms of the probable signs of pregnancy, don't forget the word probable. Then in terms of the positive sign of pregnancy, don't forget the word fetus. With that, you will be able to remember the various signs of pregnancy. And in terms of the probable sign of pregnancy, you get the Chadwick sign, you get the Hager sign, you get the ballotment. So anywhere you see sign, the Goodest sign, Chadwick sign, just know you're talking about probable already. Alright, that is all about the signs of pregnancy. I hope and I know this video helped you understand the various signs of pregnancy. Don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to click on the like button. Don't forget to share with a friend if you got value for it. Thank you very much. Bye.